Yeah, now, my people, it's your guy, the Niger Englishman, and we are back here for an episode of One Touch TV. But it's three touches all over again. It's the three touches Liverpool versus Arsenal special edition. And you know, I never do my three touches shows on my own. I've got to have some fellow Gooners alongside. And this guy, the man, the myth, the legend, back like by popular demand, all the way from down under, man like Aussie Gooner in the building. How you doing, my brother?
Oh, I'm doing good, bro. Thanks for the intro. I like that one. Man, that was fucking hectic. Seriously, bro. I fucking really like that. Big up everyone in the chat. Hit the likes, hit the subs, turn the notification bell on and shit. You know what I mean? We got Liverpool coming up. We're going to take them out at the fucking knees, take 3 points, say thank you very much.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Love that. Look, guys, it's going to be an interesting one. And as you can see, the Liverpool fans are not here yet. It's kind of like the team have been all season. They've been missing at the most important times of the season. And this is important again. I don't know if Liverpool have much to play for this season, but if they're able to get a result against Arsenal, that could give them some sort of spur forward for the final part of the season. But as in, when the Liverpool fans get here, we'll ask them what we should expect this season from them. Also, Arsenal forever. He says we beat Liverpool, definitely have one hand on the Premier League trophy. I agree to that. Big up, my guys. Big up Ivorian Spice in the building. Arsenal forever also says Arsenal have the most points of all leaders in Europe's top 5 leagues. Arsenal 72 points, Napoli 71 points, Barcelona 71 points. Hey, we're doing our thing. We are doing our thing. I can't lie, but hey, I got to call in the armory for shows like this. You get me? I got to make sure I've got my troops and warriors ready to attack, just in case these Liverpool men get it twisted about what season this is. Man like Gunner King in the building. How you doing, my guy?
Hey, the artist formerly known as Gunner King in the building. Where the fuck you been, bruh?
Hey, the legend. How are you, bro?
Yeah, man. I've been good, man. Just, busy, man. But I thought, I've got some free time now. I'm just with my family for Easter, but I thought I'd jump on, man.
Gunner, man.
Excited for this weekend, man.
Oh yeah, it is Easter, isn't it? I keep forgetting that part of it. I'm just thinking about Liverpool versus Arsenal. Yeah, Easter as well.
Yeah.
But guys,
forgive him for forgetting, bro.
Guys, obviously I was checking my analytics over the last couple of weeks, and I've noticed that the female demographic that watch my channel have reduced. So I thought, you know what? I need to invite the girl dem sugar to the channel today. You get me? To make his debut. And I love his channel. I watch. I'm always in the comment section. He's hilarious, but he's a Liverpool fan that he wasn't too arrogant when they were doing well, and he talks that real right about now. So I had to invite him to the show for his debut. I've been watching some of his performances, and I believe he might score a couple of goals today. Man like Jerry James in the building. How you doing, my guy?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Happy to be your one touch, making my debut as well. Gunner King, Aussie Gooner, big up to yourselves as always as well. And make sure everyone in the comments just smashing the like for one touch as well, doing big things.
Trying, bro.
Yeah, man.
Big up, bro. Big up. And your Liverpool man them have left you lagging for now. I think Monts and Romz are going to join you a little bit later, but they left you to handle us.
This is looking like Liverpool's midfield right now, man. One-man band and shit. Fuck me, man. It's Fabinho. Here, Fabinho controls the midfield. What about everyone else? It's Fabinho.
Okay, so as it's an episode of Free Touches, I'm going to break this down into 3 segments. First of all, I'm going to give Liverpool fans a bit of nostalgia. I need to get their confidence up. I don't want it to be one of them waving white flag situations for the whole episode. So I'm going to give them their flowers, because at the end of the day, this fixture has benefited and favored them over the last at least 5 years, I think. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong in total in the comment section.
2012,
man.
Since 2012. I think that was Podolski and Cazorla's first goals for Arsenal, right? Yeah. So it's been a while. Diaby was the man of the match of that game, so you know it's been ages, isn't it?
I'll tell you, I was playing in that game as well.
Stop it. So we're going to talk about the past results. Then we're going to go into what the current situation with Liverpool is this season. Then the third thing we're going to touch on is Arsenal. and score predictions and stuff like that. So big up Kayan in the comment section. Big up Luca in the comment section. Luca, we'll get your predictions later on in the show. You've been quite negative of late, Luca, but I'll get into you in a little bit, man. You need to come on the show and explain yourself. But Jerry, as it's your debut on the channel, I'm going to have you lead this segment. First of all, over the last few years, what has this fixture at Anfield meant to you as a Liverpool fan?
Comfort, banter. It's been, especially from someone that's from London. It's just been comfy. You're coming in expecting four. You know what I mean? You're expecting 3 points, expecting goals. You're expecting a lot of. You know what I mean? You got friends and family that are Arsenal fans. You're expecting to just. You know what I mean? Wind them up and all that type of stuff. So it's been something we haven't really looked at. Like Arsenal in terms of like the last 5 years or so, they haven't been on the level of like a Man City and a Liverpool. So for us, it's been more of a okay, it's that team. We know they could be decent, but you know when it comes to the big time, they always fumble, and that's what's happened more or less. I know you beat us in the Carabao Cup at Anfield. This was like 2 years ago now. Yeah, that happened, but it wasn't
really count. Though.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't when it actually counted, and obviously you had the Community Shield as well. But it's been obviously a fixture that hasn't really bothered us too much. I know at the Emirates it's a bit of a different story, and there's a couple draws in there and stuff. At Anfield, usually we're like, cool, it's going to be a 3 points.
Aussie Gooner, I mean, you've been on the back of these beatings that I've watched over the last few years, and the thing, it's not been like the 1-0s or the 2-1s. It's been embarrassment, man. Like, how have you? Let's not talk about this season, but going into this fixture, over the last 5 years, how have you felt before we let the next guest in?
No, there's no point even playing the game. There was no point even playing the game. You might as well just hand them the 3 points and stay at home. And that's a fact. The thing was, Liverpool, like I've said before, were in a building phase. They had the right manager at the helm. Their Arsene Wenger had finally shown up. He's rebuilt their squad. He's got them playing a style of football that not many people have seen. And it was successful. Unfortunately, Arsenal was still lacking in squad depth, lacking in direction, lacking in a quality manager or owners. So when it came to the two teams, behind the scenes even, we were lacking. And that's why we couldn't ever compete with Liverpool or Manchester City, because they were moving forward at a pace that we couldn't even keep up with. You know what I mean? Let alone even try to compete with. But now the way I see Liverpool stumble in the last 2 years has been much like what happened with us and Arsene Wenger and what's happening with Klopp right now. You know what I mean? And if it's Liverpool fans out there, are going to have to start asking questions soon. But we'll see. Okay. You know what I mean? I think, to be honest, in previous meetings, look, if we were the Arsenal of old, I'd just be going, what's the scoreline going to be? 3-0 Liverpool. 3-0 Liverpool all day. All day.
And you know what really got me about these fixtures is it was like little incidents in each of these games got Liverpool excited. Like, do you know what I'm saying? It triggered them. Like, I think when we went 1-0 up early, I think Ainsley Maitland-Niles, then they just did a madness, scored 3 goals. Then when Arteta and Klopp got into their little situation yesterday on the touchline, that livened up the team, and they went and destroyed us. And there's a couple of people backstage that I'd like to invite to the show again. This guy, he's not been on my channel for a while. I've got a bone to pick with him, but he's been there from the start. We've been supporting each other back and forth. And I'm still waiting for him to give me that moment in Nigeria, that moment. You know, when you're sitting down with your guys watching Netflix, you're like, yo, I know that guy. That's my guy. That's my guy, Monts. Invited him back to the show, actor extraordinaire, football banter, Big Six Bantz's very own Montel in the building. How you doing, Monts?
Love for the intro, by the way, but I'm not good.
Why? Well, you got to be good, bro. Come on, man.
What's happened, bro? Rough night, rough season. What is it?
It's a rough season, isn't it? It's a rough season. Weighing on the shoulders, heavy, innit? But you know, it's we got to awaken out in a party pooper, and we got to just ruin the day, man. We got to do something in this league, so you might as well start by trying to get a result for Arsenal, innit? But love having you on there.
And do you know what? Yeah, me and Monts, we were so like good. We weren't bothering each other. But what happened is his friends, I think Kears and Casey, sometimes that energy spills over to other Arsenal fans. So people like me just catch strays left, right, and center, and that's where we've been. And this season was the wrong season for me to be catching strays, my brother. You get me? But we're gonna get into that. But before we invite another guest in who's backstage, who's helping us draw more of the girl them to the channel, you get me? Girl them. I got 2 girl them sugars on one show. Hey, girls, if you're not watching this episode, you're crazy. You're missing out. But he's a bit late.
You got these guys fucking worried, Nigel. Like, you keep fucking mentioning how pretty they are. We're going to be starting to ask questions about you. You know what I mean? The serious questions
let me be honest. Like, let me be honest. When it comes to this YouTube,
you have been honest, and that's why everybody's fucking uncomfortable, mate.
You've got. You're the only one uncomfortable, to be honest, Aussie. Like, you're the one that brought.
No, I'm real comfortable.
Let me tell you.
Too, bro.
Let me tell you. I do my research when it comes to this YouTube thing. Like, you check out the comment section, you see what's here, and I'm hearing girls say this about Jerry, girls say this about Canners. I'm thinking, why are girls not on my channel though? I need to bring some of those guys to my channel. So big up Canners in the building. Big up Jerry again. But Canners, how you doing, bro?
I'm blessed, bro, man. You kill me. Look, for everyone out there. Yeah. All right. Flipping it.
Yeah, he's taken, but you can still watch him on my channel, guys. You know what I'm saying?
You're killing me like that, man.
Canners don't look a day over 25 either. I won't tell you that his real age, but yeah. Big up, bro.
Me and you. One day, me and you. I will come especially to Lagos, and it's me and you.
Don't worry, all of you guys. I'm coming to London in the next 10 days. So boy, watch out. Yeah. So
link up.
So watch out, man. Link up with all of you. But man like Monts, we were just talking about this fixture and what it's meant to Liverpool fans over the previous years. We're not going to really go into this season just yet, but going into this fixture prior to this season at Anfield, how were you feeling? What has it meant to you?
Are you saying prior to this game? Or
prior to this season? No, prior to this season. We're going to get into this season later. But
so so you're saying as in Arsenal Liverpool prior to the season?
Yeah. I'm giving you your time to get some chest, bro. I'm trying to.
You feel you're trying to get out. I know what you're doing. First of all, big up JJ, big up Canners, big up Aussie Gooner, big up Gooner King, by the way.
Big up, brother, man. It's been a minute, man. It's good to see you, brother.
Come on,
big up Tarek, bro. Thanks for joining us, Tarek. Still.
Just all right, cool. This fixture for me, because I'm a London boy originally, I've always been surrounded by Arsenal fans. More so the deluded ones. The ones I actually like, sometimes my anger tends to spill. It tends to spill to the innocent Arsenal fans that don't deserve. Monts' verbal. So when it did come to the time where we stopped losing to Arsenal and we became the big boys, you know what I'm saying? Pause. Yeah. Obviously, it's now come to that moment where, like Arsenal at Anfield, I'm always expecting 4 goals. At that point, it's always 4 goals. I was always expecting a whooshing.
Is that legit how some of you man used to think? 4 goals.
To be fair, bro, the history shows that he should be expecting that. I mean, with the history,
wow, I'm sweating just thinking about it.
That's not even fans.
Not the game on Sunday, but in general, Arsenal at Anfield, I'm expecting whooshings. Like I've said this to enough Arsenal fans, and it's not even on a disrespectful thing. Like United held 7. And we even at Anfield, we don't have a great record at Anfield against United. It's a lot of draws. But when it comes to Arsenal, it's different. Something about Anfield and you, man, you just have never liked playing there. And I think because of you guys, you play the best brand of football, or it's always like you or City that play the best brand of football. So coming Anfield and doing that, it's just 2 backslaps. Very quickly, it's 2 backslaps. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, even when Maitland scored that goal, like you blink and it's now 3-1. You know what I'm saying?
That game hurt. I won't lie, bro. That game hurt.
It's crazy. And for me, even you played slightly better last season up until Tavares his bozo gene decided to kick in.
Take it, yeah.
Like, and when one happened, the next follows suit, and it's come to that game where if you don't take your one chance at Anfield, the game's going to run away from you very, very quickly. And you can blink. And Pep said it best, you blink and you'll be 3-0 down. But now, that isn't the case now. This is not the case now, unfortunately. And that's obviously why we're here to talk today. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm used to smoking you lot, innit?
All right. Before we get Gunner King in a bit, let me get some of the comments. Monts, look at the camera. You're looking down. Don't worry, man. He's looking up now. He's looking up now. You better. Yeah, don't worry about football bands. I'm gonna catch up with everyone. If you have to try shout, I'm gonna try to do something where bare of us can meet at once, because all these solo links is not gonna work unless you got Galdem for me or something. You know what?
Say that, bro. I
got you. Hey, football bands. Deji paying for the flights. No, Deji's not paying for my flight. Wait,
Deji's paying for the rest of the fucking cruise flights. That guy's been
Kanevi, Shah, Deji's got them. Hey, what we're gonna do, Deji? We're not gonna do a first class thing. Premium economy flights only. Premium economy
shit. No, fuck that.
We're not trying.
No. My guys,
he's got a family, bro. He's got a family.
My guys are superstars, bro. My guys are superstars. They live a certain fucking type of lifestyle. You have to understand one thing, bro. No, there'll be none of that. You know, before you're gonna go and put them in fucking premium economy, you got to understand there's a lifestyle and there's a facade that they got to keep up. You know what I mean? Bling bling, ching ching. Fuck that, bro. No,
but also, guys, you got to listen. Big up, Deji's my guy, my brother from another. If he supported another team, we could have been even closer. But Deji, you got to understand, Deji is not only him. Deji's the father of 5 other Spurs fans. So imagine what's going on in that household right now, bro. He's got a lot to deal with. So big up Deji's and the Spurs fans that are going through it right now. Thunderrod, see, Aussie, you've spoken to Thunderrod. They won't go south of the river when he's in London. Man moves like Prince William. No, I definitely don't, guys. I definitely don't. I'm very humble and just try and get my travel card.
That's how you move.
When I get my Oyster card, I'm active when I'm in the UK. You know them ones there. She said Jeeves is busy. But anyway, so guys, Gunner King. Obviously, the Liverpool fans have talked their smack about the fixture. Aussie Gooner's told us what he's felt about the fixture in the past. I want you to ignore this season for now, because we'll get into that. Prior to this season, how this fixture on your calendar, how are you feeling when it was coming up?
Anxious. You know, like, and by the time the fixtures finish, angry. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, just like, do you know what I mean? I'm one of these guys, man. I'm petty, bro. Like, I don't forget these things, man. And like, every time we went there and helped out, bro, yeah, it was just like, nah, one of these days, man. One of these days, yeah, like, do you know what I mean? Yeah, we just got to stop this, bro, because for me, there's been a few times, and I think Monts touched on it last season. I think we started really well, like in the first half.
This might be our year.
You know, like, and then just, I don't know what Arteta was thinking. He got into it with Klopp, and then that G'd up their crowd. And if there's one crowd you don't want to G up, it's the Anfield one. It's the Klopp end, yeah. Like, you know, the Klopp end. Sorry, do you know what I mean? You don't want to mess with them, man. It's long, like. So I think that's what happened, and I just feel like we've been so poor over the years. Like, in terms of our squad, in terms of our manager, I've never really had a reason to have hope, you know, like when we've gone there. And like, that's the worst part about it. You know, like, I'm not talking about going invincible, winning every game. You know, I'm talking about going into games and feeling like we can beat anyone. Yeah. But just at Anfield, it was just like, no, it's just going to be a long day, innit? It's just going to, you know, it's not been good. And, you know, for me, though, as I said, man, like, I've remembered every single one, bro. And it's like, you know what? That time has got to come, bro. Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you, though. Like, smash the like button, my people. But I'm not going to lie to you. As soon as, if we win on Sunday, yeah, there's a couple of men I'm going straight to their reactions to see what content they got. I'm going straight to Gunner King, brother. I know. I'm waiting for that video because I know he's on the smoke when it comes to the TikToks and all that. He's fully on the smoke. So I'm definitely going there. But Canners, obviously, this fixture has been a lot of pain over the last few years, and a few of them have touched on it. It seems like we were always potentially one situation out of getting a good result at that ground. I remember the Pepe 1-on-1 where if he had scored that, who knows, his whole Arsenal career could have been different.
Even
we could have
that as well. I remember
like it was a madness. Like, so have you been as scared of as I've been going into this fixture, or every year you feel like, do you know what, maybe we can get them? What's been your approach in the past?
Do you know what? We're not even playing the team. It's not the team we're playing. It's Anfield. That's what we're playing.
It's the occasion.
Yeah, it really is, and that's been our Achilles heel with that place, man. Even when, what was it? I think it was the Champions League when when Phil Walcott did that amazing run and got the goal. Then, do you know what I mean? We should have won that game, but we just couldn't. It buckled, and it's Anfield, man. That's what we're playing. By rights, 9 times out of 10, if you play this Liverpool team right now in the form that we're in, we'll be slapping them up. But it's Anfield, man. That one time out of that 10, we played them at Anfield, it'll be a different ball game. That's why I always maintained, right? And I said it from months ago, regardless of form of the teams. If we win this game, and I said to you before, I say it with chest, we're winning the league.
Go on. And that's the energy.
But that's how it is, because you know what? It's such a mental block for this team and the club. Do you know what I mean? To get a win, an important fixture, an important place like Anfield. Come on, man. Imagine what that would do to the squad. You go Anfield. Bro, where else are you gonna hold kind of fair to go? Look,
bro, you're right. And
you had man's doing madness and all or nothing, putting speakers on training ground for the
that's how important. That's how important this fixture is. You know what I'm saying? Like, Arteta's doing everything he can to find a way to get an edge. And obviously, we didn't win that game. We got piped, but it would have been revolutionary if we won that game. It would be like, oh, Arteta smashed it. Yeah. And for me, I was excited that he's thinking outside the box. Maybe that one didn't work, but I was just excited when I saw it that he was thinking outside of the box. Let me get into some of the comment section real quick.
Do you know what I mean?
Hold on, Gunnar. One sec, Gunnar. Just hold that 1 second. Good Friday, free time madness here. Big up across the pond over in Canada. Big up Ravi in the comment section. Man says, too many Liverpool fan buddies over here. We all deserve this. A smackdown at Anfield. Plus, they want us to beat City. Yeah, really, you want us to beat City to the title. They're your rivals, man. Just do us a favor, innit? This is a different Arsenal that Liverpool will be facing this season. Yeah, and to be honest, that's the thing. I've hated them billboards. We're coming to this one different. We're different this year, you know. How times I've heard that, but this year we're different. Like, I'm like, brother. Anfield has not changed this year, bro. It's still Anfield. How different you are sometimes can be irrelevant, because if you don't play the fixture and you play the stadium, you're gonna get sucked in. And I believe we've been playing the stadium for the last 5 years, so we need to start on the front foot and silence the crowd, and then silence them again. I want 2 quick fire goals in that first half, bro. That's what we need to do, because we silenced the crowd with Ainsley. But then they were silent just while we were celebrating. As soon as the kickoff started, they started making mad noise, done in our dance. It was all crazy. So It's mad. It's mad. And Romz, I can see in the back. I'm gonna let you jump in a second. But I'm cheap. I can only have 6 people on the screen at a time.
Quick question. I got a question for Aussie. Yep. You see, when you win the league, you're like quite far. You're based quite far.
I like that still.
You're based quite far from the UK. What's the accommodation and flights like for going to Australia while you guys are doing your parade? Because I need to get as far away as possible. You know.
Look, you know what? Because you've come onto one touch, accommodation's all good. You can stay here with the Aussie Gooner, but you'll have to stay in my Arsenal hub. So there's going to be fucking Arsenal here everywhere. But we'll just close our eyes and shit. I'll take care of you. I'll take care of it.
I'm pretty sure that parade is going to be louder than Notting Hill Carnival. They're going to hear that stuff from Mars. They're going to hear it from Mars and Jupiter. So, I need to find somewhere under a rock. And the worst thing is, Arsenal fans probably won't even grab me. Like, it's more the Tottenhams, the Chelseas. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
The Manx. Don't forget them. Bro.
But we don't really beef too much, but I've got enough Arsenal ops to really try to get under my
skin. It's long for you, to be honest, because I'm not going to really be looking for you like that, but your circle alone is going to be kind of long for you. I'm not going to lie.
Truth, them man will kill me. They will find me, and they
brother. I don't know if you anyone in the comment section that watches Big Six Pants. If you've seen these man after a win, let alone winning the league, bro, it's a long day. It's a long fucking day. But we forget all the fucking nostalgia and all that, and bigging up Liverpool for the has-beens that they are. You know them ones there. We're now talking about this season. I tried to warn, man. I'm going to draw for this video at the end of the season as well. Monts was on to me. I was on Saint LFC TV. Liverpool have put Saint in retirement. He'll say he's busy. He's saying he's got a family to put. Nah, he's in retirement because of his team. If they were top of the league, he'd find a way to be doing these streams like he was last season when it was Jurgen, Quad, and them things there. You get me? But they came on here telling me, what, are you saying Liverpool aren't going to win the league again? I said, no, bro. Hear what I'm saying. I said, Klopp is never going to win the league again with Liverpool. They were like, even worse. He's throwing himself under the bus here. I'm like, okay. I saw the vision. But Monts was coming up with Trent's a system player and all this. And I believe, I won't lie, the first time I heard about system players is when Liverpool had a player called Trent Alexander-Arnold. I never heard about these system players. And they've been being bigged up because that system player can't operate in any other system but the one that won you the league. Is that beneficial? Is that really the best right back in the world, like people were saying? We'll get into that, but the floor is free. The floor is open. Anyone can take this. We're talking about this season right here, right now, bro.
This season,
in regards to Trent, right? I think the media have got onto him the same way the media went on to Phil Walcott, right? About footballing brain and stuff.
Facts.
What I mean by that, is that, and I think the media are missing one hell of a point here, right? The person who's really messing up, I don't know. Monts, let me know if I'm way out of line here or whatever, but I think the person who's really messing your defense up is Van Dijk. Since he's had that that injury. No, listen. If you watch the goal, one of the goals against Man City, everyone's killing Trent. But the positional play and the realization that Konate had to move over, right, to help Van Dijk, because Van Dijk ain't got that turn of pace anymore.
Because Van Dijk's been stretched, bro. Van Dijk is their centre back, and he's the whole friggin' back line.
Yeah,
the problem with Van Dijk is, okay, you do it, you do your thing, and I'm going to come. I'm going to defend Van Dijk here, guys. I'm sorry.
I was thinking to myself, they're killing Trent out here, right? And the thing is, Van Dijk ain't the player he was, man.
But Van Dijk, he was. Yeah, I know that. But the thing is, it was too much to expect from Van Dijk to cover Trent Alexander-Arnold.
No, Konate was moving over to.
Yeah, but Konate's supposed to be moving over to that right-hand side. He's his closest defender. You got Van Dijk playing on the left next to Robertson.
With Van Dijk, you've got two things, like obviously the natural aging process and that little that rat Pickford, bro. I can't stand Pickford, I think when you bring in the injury together with the natural aging process, I think it has taken that yard of pace. And the thing is, when Trent does get forward, one of two things happens: either Van Dijk kind of covers, moves over, or you had Henderson or Gigi from midfield drop in. And now you're seeing the same thing in the midfield with Gigi being gone. Everyone talks about Mane, man. Everyone talks about Mane being gone. You, man, have not replaced Gigi. Yeah. And for me, Thiago's a great player. You needed a like-for-like midfield replacement. Thiago ain't legs. He ain't got legs. He's not covering ground. He's not covering distance. He's not putting tackles in like Gigi is. He's not high-octane, box-to-box in the same way that Gigi is. And I think all of these things together have made Trent a very easy target.
Yeah, because there's times I see the man popping balls past him when he's like 2-on-1. What the hell is he supposed to do?
Can I just jump in? Can I just jump in for 1 sec? Just for 1 sec. Okay. You guys are talking about Van Dijk. He's lost some pace. Yes, he has. He has. But it was too much to expect from him to continue at the pace that he was all the years. Okay? He never had a proper partner put next to him. When they needed a centre back, right, next to fucking Van Dijk, they went and got fucking Kabak. right, and put him there and said, "Oh, Van Dijk will be all right." Then you burn out Van Dijk. See, now he's got Kanate next to him. All right, I'm not saying he's a bad defender, but he ain't got legs. The perfect centre back that should have been next to Virgil van Dijk was Nathan Aki, and they never went for him, even though he was cheap. They play in the same. They play in the system. I
was going to say quickly. I think Matip's been all right for them though. Like,
yeah, but that's sticky tape.
Yeah,
so the thing is,
his agent,
but wait,
it's sticky tape.
Do you know why this is so funny right now? I'm watching Arsenal fans stick up for Liverpool fans. The Liverpool fans just chilling at the bottom.
Just sticking up.
Hold on. I thought it was only right. I do have to give him the intro because I gave everyone else the intro.
Okay.
Welcome back to the channel, man. Like Romz in the building. How you doing, my guy? You good?
Yeah, bro. I'm good.
Man's good, and he looks down straight first. Yeah,
I'm good. Time, it's just boring speaking about Liverpool. I'll be honest, it's tiring, bro. Especially this game in isolation. But I'm good. It's been a long time. Always showing man love and that. So no, big up yourself. Thank you for having me. Big up the panel as well.
Always a pleasure, bro. And I know, and I'm not gonna lie. Romz is the one Liverpool fan that I hate going in on. Like he's the one guy that he speaks it how it is. He never comes at me with his chest. On the odd day, he'll throw a little stray at me. Then he knows he's going to receive one back in that 10 minutes. But other than that, me and Romz are always cool with it. Romz.
You know it is one touch because our fan base, you give them an inch, they'll take them out. Like even in the good times, I was always quite grounded. I was never called in this player the best player in his position. I was never doing that. I weren't jumping in all them bandwagons. That I've watched football with my eyes. I see what I see. So, yeah, man, our fan base every fan base can be like that. But I'll say both of our fan bases are the worst when it comes to like just being over the top and exaggerating. It is Arsenal and Liverpool. We have to be honest.
You got to throw Man U in there as well.
You wouldn't say Spurs. You wouldn't say Spurs here, bro.
There's a lot. But Romz, like. What have you made of the situation with Liverpool, and are you going into this game with any belief? Because I remember when you did a show a couple of weeks ago, you said Liverpool won't drop points in your next three. I mean, you won't lose any of your next 3 games. You've lost one.
I predicted 3 draws. That got us to a bad start. Anyway,
so now go into this game.
Chelsea was right, but even that we were lucky. If it was anyone other than Havertz, we lose that probably 3-4-0. But this game, you're allowed to change your opinion, innit? You're only as good as your last game. From what I saw in the Chelsea game, I couldn't. To be fair, I couldn't really believe what I was seeing. My prediction has changed. Obviously, we'll probably get onto that in the end, but we're just in the mud in every way, from top to bottom. To be fair, from the board to the manager to the players. I don't think the players are playing for Klopp anymore. A lot of fans disagree, but I genuinely don't think they are. The application of the majority of our players isn't good. And I'm not confident at all this Sunday. If you ask me for the international break, I wouldn't say I was confident, but I wouldn't say we would lose this game. But now I don't think we can salvage anything. Honestly, I just don't feel how we beat you in any way, shape, or form.
Is this issue in the middle of the is this issue in the middle of the park? And I'm not digging, but is the issue in the middle of the park apart from your defensive line? Because I still think Van Dijk hasn't got a partner. So anyone who wants to chat shit about Van Dijk, I'm like, yeah, it's pretty easy to fucking chat shit about a centre back who hasn't got a fucking person beside him. So let's just fucking throw that in the bin. But would you say that the issue that Liverpool have had for the last maybe 2 seasons really, but has really shown this season, is their midfield? Because I look at your midfield and I think the age of your midfield, fuck me.
If you look at Arsenal, a lot of people say that Arsenal, the Arteta Pep link, you know, they liken our football to Man City. But if you actually look at our box press in the final third and in the midfield, if you look at, I think I saw a stat the other day that Saliba's also won more duels in the midfield phase than like most of the other midfielders in the Premier League. That's how high we're pushing the lineup, you know. So with the high line and with the way that the box press is designed, yeah, like these systems take years of your life off you. Do you know what I mean? If season on season you are having to, as soon as you lose the ball without any question, yeah, you are going for that ball, you know, 2-3 man at a time, yeah, like. And when you look at like Hendo, Gigi Wijnaldum, when you look at like you know,
presently,
like the other
it's Hendo,
they've been
Fabinho,
excellent for them,
Milner,
but
Harvey
I just
Elliott.
think, I think it's run them into the ground. I think they played 63 games last season, but as a result of being in every single competition, and the thing is, people think about it like the fatigue from a physical perspective. It's the mental one. It's the mental fatigue. You know, like one, because you have to keep willing yourself to do that when your body is physically tired. Yeah, like, and then you have to go into the next game carrying some of that fatigue, and your mind has to will you to keep going. And then mentally, you're like, we're in for 4 competitions, and we came out with the 2 ones that probably we would have been willing to sacrifice for the other 2. You know, like, and then you're coming into this season, we got to do it all again. You know, and you've not kind of replaced some of those diminishing parts. And I think the difference with this Arsenal team is there is fundamental similarities in the way that we press and the Liverpool of old, but the parts that we've got, they're somewhat younger, so they can bounce back from that like a lot quicker. Their body can recover quickly, more like on a physical level, and mentally they can push themselves more because they got that youthful exuberance in their head. You know what I mean? So I think that's Liverpool's biggest problem for me. Like it was that central midfield area, as I've always said. You know, like I think Wijnaldum is one of the most underrated midfielders of that Klopp era. Like for me, like he was the glue. He held it all together. Do you know what I mean? He held it down, and until they replace that profile in their midfield, they will continue to have these problems.
There's, like from the Liverpool boys, like I'm throwing it at you guys. Your midfield for me, and I'm not digging. Arsenal hat aside. Fuck my Arsenal hat. Your midfield for me, I look at you guys when you guys get pressed, you can't transition like you used to. So I keep looking at your midfield. You guys are Liverpool fans. Tell me about your midfield. Do you think it's an issue? Or do you think, no, midfield's fine, let's go centre backs?
Got midfield. There's nothing there.
Fabinho?
Fabinho
Jerry, talk to me, man. Talk to me about this your midfield, man. Because
it is, yeah. I hear that.
Sorry,
the midfield's a problem. The midfield is a problem. But for me, the biggest issue has been the tactical setup of the team. Now, if I went and I was first at one touch, right? If I went, man. If I went, yeah, and I'm trying to make jollof rice, but I ain't got tomatoes, so I put aubergine in there instead. Is it jollof?
It's not jollof, boy.
That's my point, right? So Klopp's got the players he's got at his disposal. You keep trying to play this certain way, which requires a certain profile of midfielder. Why not then change the way you play in order to garner results? Every other manager has to do it in the Premier League. Your Burnleys have to do it because they haven't got the quality of player to go and play a certain style. This team has to go and play 5 at the back. Arteta was even doing that for a while because he didn't trust the 4 at the back at Arsenal.
4-1-4-1.
Like that, this is what you get paid for. So I hear it. Yeah, the midfield's an issue. We can't play the way we want to. I'm not expecting Liverpool to be going and winning leagues and stuff this year. But if your drop-off was, you're comfortably 3rd or 4th, that's acceptable. To be lingering around 9th, 10th,
that's
battling
wild.
now for mid-table supremacy, that's mind-blowing to me. So for me, it's more than just, the midfield's an issue, just sort the midfield out and you'll be sorted. It's no, because our manager's proven to be tactically inept.
This is true, and like I wanted to address, the Liverpool guys. I wanted, because a lot of people I keep hearing from the Liverpool fan base now. This is probably after a couple of months into the season. I'm hearing them say, we saw this coming. It was inevitable. The legs and all that stuff. Like maybe a drop off, you might can say you saw coming, but like Jerry was saying, you should know. There's no reason for you to be haggling in 8th, 9th position, having mid-table blues with Chelsea. Like it's all mad right now, man. Like Monts, Romz, talk to me. Like it does the brunt of the blame has to go to Jurgen Klopp, no?
Of course. Romz, I don't know if you want to take this or
just quickly.
I'll
be honest, I drank that Kool-Aid because from when we were 180 minutes from competing, I said there's no real way we could drop off. I thought, with our owners, I knew we weren't going to heavily invest. They never have done that really, but I didn't think that the drop off would be this bad. Like JJ said, if we are 3rd, 4th, even standards wise, it's still quite bad, but it's more acceptable because you're only 2, 3 3 places off, not mid-table. But I thought we'll go again this year. I'm not gonna lie and say I was one just because it's bad now. I was one of the fans at the time to say, this was always happening because I genuinely didn't think it would. I didn't think it would be as strong, but I didn't think the drop off would be this far. But I've been Klopp out for a while now. I think everyone will blame FSG, whatnot. If you see what they've done off the field, they've been amazing. If you see what they've even done on the field, they've not backed him enough adequately years on years consistently. But when they have, he hasn't even used the money well. He spent the money on a striker that we didn't need in Gakpo, where he could have reinvested that into the midfield. Even 1 or 2 midfielders would have made a world of difference to that 40 million. You could maybe have got 2 each for maybe 20, 25 mil. So I think the blame can't always be on FSG. And the thing is, we know FSG haven't backed him how we would like as fans, but he's not helped himself. And even little tactical tweaks that could put us in better stead, like what JJ was saying, he's not even done that. And he just looks lost now. And I think he's lost the dressing room. I don't think he knows what he's doing. And the thing is, when you say Klopp out, right, a lot of, we call them top red, they get angry. They can't start calling you stuff, oh, you're not a Liverpool fan. I've got going to support Arsenal. But what they're not getting is, for me, Klopp
we'll have you, Romz. Swear down, we'll have you.
That was this joke all the time. But what I'm saying to them is, I don't even think Klopp needs to leave us just for the club. I think for himself, because I'm not saying he's a bad manager. He'll go elsewhere and win, in my opinion. He'll still win the big accolades. He's still a world-class manager. But I just think for him now, it's just gone stale. Because like me and JJ have discussed this a lot of time, even if he gets the big transfer key that all of our fans want, do you even trust him to spend that? Because even if you go back to the start of his tenure, he didn't even want the Salahs and the Manes. It was more Michael Edwards doing that dog work. So
Romz, quick one as well, yeah, because I know we ain't spoke about it. I just want to touch on it. You're asking Monts as well, because maybe you guys can enlighten me. Apart from Timo Werner, right, which was a big money signing that Klopp didn't get, and we knew he was twerking for Liverpool and all sorts, right? Has Klopp never got a big signing that he's wanted? Over 50, 60 mil.
No. I always said Thiago's the biggest name we've signed in the last.
No, the biggest name. But I'm talking about in terms of the amount we've paid for a player. Has it ever happened that Klopp's gone in for a Van Dijk and not gotten a Van Dijk because he's been too expensive? Or went in for a Naby Keita and not got him because he was too expensive? Or waiting for a Darwin Núñez and not got him because he was too expensive?
Even at Alisson.
This is a good question.
It's never. Fabinho, it's never happened. This is actually a lie, the fact that he hasn't been backed. How the funds come is a completely different argument in terms of whether you've got to sell to go and recoup money and stuff. That's a completely different story. But he's had the money to spend. He's not been like Thomas Frank, where he hasn't got any money to spend. Or even Pochettino at Spurs, when he's having to get Dele Alli and chuck him in the first team. We've never had to do that. Ever. Yeah,
Aussie, do you agree with this Klopp thing? Like the angle that Jerry's coming from?
Now listen to this. This is all deja vu settings. It's a guy called Arsene Wenger did it at Arsenal for a long time. It just happened quicker at your place. When I said this to Liverpool fans at the start, everyone laughed at me.
Didn't they? Yeah,
you laughed at me, and it's not me trying to be a prick. It was me. I was like, I've seen this fucking movie, boys. It's just different colors, and now, and I swear, and it's.
You're sounding like Conor McGregor. They laughed at me. He's laughing now.
And it's not a good movie, guys. It doesn't end well, you know. But you know, with he's tactically inept. He's making the wrong decisions, guys. Arsenal fans, remember when we needed a midfielder, we'd get a defender. We needed a midfielder, we'd get a goalkeeper. Needed a midfielder, or we'd get no one. Or in this case, we got Darwin Núñez. Or how much? Can someone was it 90?
Let's just say
would you lot have rather got two midfielders for that money?
Let's say 80.
Just out of curiosity.
Well, there's 80 mil. If I'm told that I've got 80 mil to spend in a transfer window and that is it, do I fill one position, or do I think about it and say I haven't played with really a striker? I've got Firmino who does bits, right? I can run down to the ground and maybe strengthen my midfield. But this screams of Arsene Wenger. And now Liverpool have got a manager. And this is a good and a bad thing to have. You've got a manager who loves the team, loves the players individually, and this is a problem, but loves the club. And he's doing whatever he has to do for the club. So what you're saying is he's always gone for any player, he can get what he wants. This is FSG using Jurgen Klopp like Arsenal used Arsene Wenger. He sits in front, he cops all the flack, and you guys are pointing fingers at him. And all he's doing.
There is. Because look, I mean, let me ask Liverpool, man. Would you take what you got? You had to spend 80 million for Nunes, right? And then 30 million for Gakpo. That 120 mil.
50.
50.
Right, it rises to 50, innit? It rises.
Because of add-ons and shit.
In that case, you could have had Bellingham and Rice last summer.
Fuck Bellingham.
Do you know what Cannons as well, right? Do you know why?
Hey, Cannons, don't trigger them, bro. That's a
don't do this to Bellingham, bro. You're killing him, bro. Come on, bro.
I told Bellingham to save himself. Allow it.
Yeah, Monts has been saying if it's by yourself, don't come.
They tell you in that boardroom.
It's not good, bro. It's not good. Stay there.
Bro, so if they tell you in that boardroom, Liverpool are willing to sign you, you know, and they tell you you're the only midfielder that's going to be coming to Liverpool, so you're going to be the guy, run for the hills. Run for the hills. Unless there are two other midfielders on their way to Liverpool with you, allow it. Don't save yourself.
Quickly,
You'll lose.
I've discussed this with both Monts and JJ as well. The reason why I can't have sympathy for Klopp as well, and big up Tom Little as well, because Tom Little always says this. Klopp's an enabler because he only signed a contract a year ago. And if you don't like how FSG are, you don't sign that contract. You knew what you were getting yourself into. And he was given more transfer power as well. So when a lot of our top Reds was like, it's not his fault, it's FSG. I mean, he's been given more power now. Like, heavy as the head that wears the crown. Do you know what I mean? That Klopp needs to take some blame. And this is why, yes, he's the best manager in my time. I'm not going to lie. I'm only 24 years of age. And he gave me my first Prem initially. And I'll always respect him for that. But there's a time and a place, and for me, it's just gone stale now.
Romz, you're how old?
24.
Rotted, bro. Yeah.
It's the beard, bro. It's the beard. If I shave it off, I look young. But in my point is, I'm not ignorant to the fact a lot of top Reds say, yeah, but he warrants another year because what he's done. This is his first bad season, which I'm not going to just disregard that. But for me, I think next season, even if he gets the plays he wants, it will get slightly better, but it won't get much better. I don't think we get back into the top 4, even if he gets back, just due to him.
Swear down. You don't even think he can get you back in the top 4? Right.
That's my belief. Because for me, Chelsea gets stronger. Newcastle looking at they're going to get 4th. United get stronger. You lot don't get any weaker. City gets stronger. Where's the place for us to get back in top? It's not alien to say that. Where's the place for us to get back into the top 4?
Do you know what? The funny thing is we've done this dance, man. What they're saying...
We're coming into the dance.
I think that part about Wenger was.
Oh my god! As Aussie said, we've done. Oh my gosh, this is
literally deja vu, bro.
I see a lot of parallels, in how like Wenger and Klopp's stubbornness. Like I think it was Jay that was talking about, if you haven't got the players, can you change the system? Can you change your the way you're playing? To at least accommodate the players that you do have. And I used to see Wenger do that a lot towards the end as well. A lot, you know what I mean? When it's just like, look, we're trying to play this tick-a-tack passing out from the back stuff that we used to. We ain't got those passes on the ball anymore. So what we doing? Do you know what I mean?
How long did he play Xhaka at CDM?
No, I don't know how he didn't see that was a mistake ages ago.
Now look at him.
The mad thing is that with Arsenal, this is what I'm saying, is that your drop off or your trial, you were 4th consistently. This is what we're talking about. We're not saying. I guarantee you now, if Liverpool were 3rd or 4th, there wouldn't be this hoorah uproar about Klopp. Then you could use the argument of, you know what? We didn't get investment. We didn't get this. We didn't get that.
Yeah.
If I went and said man for man, if I went and said man for man, right? Which Arsenal player are Liverpool taking? You're not taking.
I'm saying, bro, Jerry. I'm saying at the start of the season, you lot have a stronger squad than us.
But that's my point, man for man. Even if you look at it in terms of what the players done, right? In terms of when they're at their best, who's better? Fabinho's better than Partey at his best. He's shown it. He's the proof's in the pudding. No. Maybe that's the argument. Maybe that's the argument. But cool. The front line, you could easily say.
Having that one.
The front line, you could easily go and say, do you know what I mean? Man for man, Salah's better than your best man, Saka, right? Man for man, yeah. At the beginning of the season, like Van Dijk, Alisson, Trent, Robert, would have never.
Saliba wouldn't even be in any conversation at the start of the season.
Yeah, you're looking at it. you guys are fourth and we guys are ninth. Like, this is my point, is that Klopp's not there stuck with no resources. It's not like we're looking around and he's like, like, I bought a DM, but we've had to buy the DM from like Lens in France because like we got no peas and he's washed. He's personal washed. No, like you're talking about a brother that plays for Brazil. Like what are we talking about? And you're trying to tell me you can't get top 4 with that? If you can't get top 4 with that, what happens? What happens when you don't get top 4 and some of these players want to leave? What then? This is real talk. I'm going to get into some of the comments real quick. Hold on, Canners. One sec. Remember that thought so you can come back, and I was going to get in some of the comments real quick. Luca AFC. Anyway, I think by way Arsenal will draw this game. I reckon we draw. If we beat Liverpool, the league done. Hey, I don't know if you want violence live on YouTube, but hey, this is the type of comments that creates violence, isn't it? Even though I've got an allegiance to both countries, the dominant side be Nigeria. So don't be saying shit like that. No. It's the Ghana Jollof still.
Oh, hey, Jerry. Is this what you want to be doing on your debut? Is that what you want to be doing on your debut? Man got a red card on his debut, you know. Jesus.
You got an allegiance to Ghana now, Joe?
No, I'm quarter Ghanaian, innit? So, you know them ones there. Hey, Lamptey, stop looking at me with side eye, man. Allow it.
Hey, I'm not involved in this argument. I'm not involved in this argument, man.
KB Sports says, big up, lads. We can't be complacent going into this game. Anfield is a different beast, but this squad is capable of getting something out of this game. I agree. Good morning. Good Friday, Carl. I think that's some. Bruv, hey, I didn't want too much bloodshed on this show. So these are my people. If I invited man like Hussam and a few other people that deserve the crud, then it would have been a bit more violent. But I wanted to keep it peaceful. It's Good Friday, guys. We're gonna say it's Good Friday.
I deserve the crud still. I talk my shit in it, but
yeah,
let's not even beat around the bush. I chat shit, bro. It's just that what it is that when it's actually generally a car crash, man will hold who needs to be held accountable. Do you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, like Romz and JJ alluded to, Jurgen Klopp has been backed. As I said, doesn't matter how the money's come in, maybe he had to sell. Like he has got in who he's wanted to get in. And at this point in time, his tactical frailties have now been brought to the forefront and they've been highlighted more than ever. And it shows now that the drop-off, again, isn't just fourth. It is we're like sitting mid-table in the Premier League. That's the difference with a Liverpool drop-off. And it's scary when you have majority of the same players. I've always been saying Wijnaldum, how can you look at Wijnaldum, let him go, not get in Thiago, make Thiago run and not highlight his ball-playing abilities, and then on top of that, you don't buy another midfielder. So Thiago's the only midfielder we've bought in 8 windows.
Yeah,
in eight windows. But you bring in a midfielder
that Mello as well though, but you ain't used him.
That's why I didn't probably even
forget him.
Bro, he's not real. He's a cardboard cutout. Don't do that.
Yeah. Forget Mello for a second. Thiago is the only midfielder.
Monts, you actually has made me deep it. 8 windows. It's just Thiago.
8 windows.
Romz is devastated.
You know what? How many 8 windows and like 9 new contracts.
And how many forwards? And hold on. And how many forwards and how many defenders have we brought in?
Just every other signing. That's every other signing.
That's real.
Every other signing.
The most high octane press system in midfield of any team in the league. It makes.
All right, well, hold on one sec. I know, Canners, you need to head out soon, so just comment on what these guys are talking about now, but also close with your score prediction so we can get into that to wind up the show as well.
Listen, man, listen. Had you guys been Man U, Tottenham, Chelsea, fans, you know what I mean? I got a little tinge of a soft spot for Liverpool, so I feel that little bit of pain that you mans are going through right now, and we've been there with those conversations about the manager and the anyway. Listen, I'm hella nervous going into this game. As I said, there's a lot mentally riding in this game for our squad. If they come through with a draw, anything like from a draw or 3 points, that's a huge positive for us. As I said, it's the Anfield effect for us. If we can overcome that, then we'll be good, man. But look, Panel, big up, man. Love.
Hey, brother, you think you're trying to escape without a score prediction? That was sick. That was sick. Hey, he tried it. He's like, yeah, if we go there, show up, we can get. No, brother, what is your score prediction, Mr. Man? That was sick, though. I was like, where's he going with this?
He nearly got me. I was expecting him to just cut from the
I lie.
You know
Go
what?
on.
The thing is, because Nigel knows it, I do this. I try and do this
All the
every
time, bro. He does it all the time.
Yeah,
Man.
he's cutting onto it. The first time I got him, but yeah.
Look at him trying to keep us talking again. Little Desmond, yeah? Just like Lucas says, little 2-2. All right, Canners, man. Thanks for coming through today, bro. Hopefully we do better than you say. It's always a pleasure having you on, man.
Ledge, guys.
Big up the girls in the comment section.
Have a great weekend, all. Hope you guys on the bottom have a horrible Sunday. But apart from that,
it's Easter.
Bless up, my guy. Bless up.
Bless up, bro.
Shit. All right. So we're into the final stretch of this show, the final touch, which is the game on Sunday. The big game on Sunday. I'm seeing some of the comment section. Lucas saying 2-2. He's also saying if we lose the game, it will be the same old. I'm not going to lie. If we lose this game, I will be upset. Because I'm not saying that means our season's over or anything like that. But it will be like the two real big business end opportunities, the City at the Etihad and Liverpool at Anfield. We've kind of choked it. I'd be upset with it. I still think we'd have enough to be able to see it through, but it'll make me nervous for the rest of the fixtures. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't know.
You know what it is? Do you know how big the golfing class is? Every Arsenal fan I spoke to this week have said, if we lose, I'll be shocked. Like, they'll genuinely be surprised. Do you know how mad that is to say? Especially how the last 10 years have gone. How mad that is to say, if I lose, I'll be shocked. That's how good you've got and how mad we've declined.
But I think... I don't know if Gunnar, if you watched this yesterday, I think it was on Big Spence show yesterday. I think Babs said it. He said, if we can't be confident going into a game where we're playing like this and they're playing like they are, when are we ever gonna have chess?
Yeah, this is the thing. Like, I mean,
with the best away record in the league as well. When are we not?
I've had a few Arsenal fans trying to police my confidence. Yeah. Because I am confident.
Don't police Gunner, you know.
The thing is,
bro, big up Gunner King on TikTok. You're shutting down TikTok still. I see you on TikTok.
You can't police Gunner. You can't police Gunner, bro.
Just don't, like, the thing is, I'm not saying, listen. As I said, yeah, Anfield, I know what that is. I've been to that stadium. Yeah, my mum's a Liverpool fan. She don't know football. Someone at her work, made her a Liverpool fan. Yeah, and even though she don't know football, she'd be like, "Oh yeah, Liverpool played Arsenal this weekend, didn't they? What was the score, son?"
I hate them ones. The people that don't even follow the sport. I hate that.
Your mum that don't even know ball is powering you. Yeah? Like Liverpool do that to you. Yeah? But the point I'm saying is, I've been to the stadium. And you go there, you feel it's a different energy, to other stadiums. You know what I mean?
Jordan's looking for you, man.
I went there with my ex and that, it's like got a different energy. But the thing is, the way we're playing right now, I just think, look, I know it's Tottenham. I'm not comparing Tottenham to Liverpool, but historically, we never won at Tottenham away. We had never beaten them in their stadium away from home. And I think the fact that we've done that, there's like a lot of games we come back from when we've been behind, last minute winners. You can see that the mentality of this team, there's been a mentality shift, a significant one. And I personally think, I just said, as Bant said, I'm confident, and I don't see why I shouldn't be confident. I know I gas it up a lot, but just sitting down and looking at how we're playing, looking at how Liverpool are playing, why shouldn't we be confident? That we can go there. Obviously, look, I know Man United went there in good form, and they held 7. So I know, and I respect
Man United, bro.
Their midfield might be broke up, but that Gakpo, that Nunes guy, Salah, these, they can cause you trouble, bro. They can cause you trouble. Yeah, I know that, but I just think, I'm confident. I think this is the most confident I've been going to Anfield. I think we'll win 3-1, if I'm being honest. I just think we got too much going for them in midfield. And also, our wide areas. I saw earlier we've completed more dribble take-ons than any other team in the league as well. And when you consider, obviously Trent, the issues that he's having, with, facing up with Saka, Martinelli, Now we've got Trossard. We've thrown him into the mix as well. Jesus as well when he drifts into those channels. I don't see any other outcome. Genuinely, I don't. Like, I hate to be wrong, but
nah. To be honest, you're right, bro. And big up Jordan reading the comment section. I think Jordan was on that show that I was on once because he's been on to you in the comment section today.
Man, I think I haven't been loud. I just haven't been Jurgen Quad loud. I haven't been Jurgen Quad loud.
Yeah. I hear that. Cater, what happened? We've all been asking that question since he's arrived at Liverpool, my guy. No worries. Tunnel TV, big up my other channel, Tunnel TV. If you want to check out match reactions for Liverpool, Man U, Chelsea, and Arsenal, you know all the teams that matter. Go and check Tunnel TV over the weekend. Check out the pre-game show out today as well. Trying to do big things. Across the pond, also said 2-1 Gooners, Martinelli and Jesus, Rises, Easter, and Gakpo for them. Okay. He's given 2 score predictions here. Oh, okay. So he's added. He said make it 3-1 because Trossard will score as well. Okay, cool. Big up Paul Abutu. He says it's a Good Friday on Easter Sunday against Liverpool. Jesus will come alive from the grave. As an Arsenal fan, I just want the 3 points from Liverpool. That's all. And this is true. Do you think Jesus is going to lose on Easter? Don't be silly. Don't be silly. And guys, we're going to go around the room. I'm just going to ask what you think about the game, how it's going to go, and then your score prediction, and we're going to wrap up. So we'll start with Jerry. Jerry, what you said?
I'm saying I don't think it's going to be an easy game. I think it'll be a very tight game. I think Arsenal dominate a lot of the ball possession and chances, but I think Liverpool will actually hold out for a clean sheet until Holding in the last seconds of the game scores a header from a set piece.
Bobby, hold it.
I know he gets a lot of abuse from you guys, and I've heard obviously apparently Saliba's still injured, isn't he? He's not going to come back. Yeah, I think Holden will have a remontada.
Holdini, he's going to have one of them Diego Costa moments, yeah?
I think if he does that, and I think if he does that, that's like, I'm trying to pan out where's this story for Arsenal. There needs to be like this trial and tribulation you've got to overcome it. And I think this is the game to do it, and I think you guys do it.
Okay. Big up, Jerry. Hey, I'm going to have you on the channel more, man. I love that. Aussie, what do you think about the game?
Look, the game.
How do you think it's going to go, and how do you think what the result is going to be?
Well, I think we're going to be dominating possession, just like the Liverpool guys know, and I think it's going to be very much like what City did to them. Older version of City, if you know what I mean. I think the issue that Liverpool are going to have is overloads, and where we decide to push and press. I think Robertson's going to get into card trouble trying to take care of Saka, and I don't blame him because I like Robertson. He's a fucking.
He's been quite typically good against him in the past, though.
Yeah.
So
I think.
Why do you think he'll?
The reason why is because the overload on the right-hand side has been getting better and better game on. So Ben White and Odegaard now, when they're moving into overload the right-hand side, it's not just Saka. It's Ben White overlapping. It's Odegaard making an option.
And Robert's never had to deal with that with Saka, to be fair. That is a point.
So the thing is with Van Dijk trying to cover everybody else, and let's call a spade a spade. Van Dijk covering everybody else. He can't also cover Robbo. You know, Robbo being a great defender, I think he's going to have to start playing a little bit hard and clipping onto Saka.
You know what, as well, just to validate your point, Robbo will probably just press for no reason. He'll just run for the sake of running. That's where we're dangerous.
But he gets assists, man. I rate Robertson. This is a great left back.
He's a baller, yeah.
He's a baller. That's why he's got a few assists to his name too. So I think the overload on either wing is going to be an issue. I don't think Jesus is going to be firing, mainly because I think Van Dijk's going to be man on. I think Van Dijk's going to be trying to be all over him to try to stop up link-up play with him and Martinelli. But I do believe that the game's going to go to Arsenal 3-1. When Gunner King said 3-1, when Gunner King said 3-1, I said, "Motherfucker, pick my score." So 3-1. I think it's going to be 3-1 at Anfield. I don't see how they get at us except for a counter, and I do believe Mohamed Salah is going to score. I don't think Gakpo's going to score.
Okay.
I think the best attacking player is Salah, and on a break, if anyone was going to be on a break, it's going to be Salah to score. He's
won at Anfield, you know.
He doesn't get shook. You know what I mean? When he's 1-on-1, he knows he's direct. He doesn't
In
muck
the big
about.
games, especially.
He doesn't second guess himself, Salah. He just goes, I've got the ball. I know where I got to put it. I'm noticing Gakpo kind of, he's just new. So he second guesses himself a bit, does too much. So I think 3-1 to Arsenal. And I think it's going to be overloading each side, Trent's side and Robertson's side.
Okay. I don't know. Did any of you Liverpool fans watch the interview with Rio and Salah before the City game? Where he was talking about his record in the big games. You see that?
Yeah. I think it's 64 goals or assists in away games. Right. It's the top 6.
Ridiculous. And the way he answered is like, oh, it's the big game. You know, you have to perform. Everyone is watching me, so I got to perform. Like, basically, I loved it. I love the swagger too. Literally. Romz, what you said? How do you see this game going, and what's your score prediction?
I think.
Are you with TJ Warren 2-1 to the Arsenal? Or?
I actually am. But I think this game happened. I think it'll be a game of spells. I think we go 1-0 up against the run of play. Arsenal will be dominating, and we'll get that count, and we'll go 1-0 up. And I feel we'll go into half time 1-0 up as well, and Liverpool fans will get gas. Oh, we could get something from this. And I think Arsenal scored 2 in quick succession. Because with me, I don't know about you, I watch football in like time frames. Like if this happens by that time, I just do. I think I hear you. I think by the 60th minute, Arsenal blitz us quickly. 15 minutes, you get 2 goals quick succession. It's 2-1. And then I do feel you see a different side of Arsenal. You see how you've been dominating games from start to finish. I actually feel like you lot sit off a bit. I know it sounds mad, and it's been alien to you this season.
No, I hear it.
I think the crowd get behind us. We start to maraud you. But you're just so defensively resilient, and you nick a championship performance, literally a title win performance. I think you lot come out of that like, phew, we just held on. That's how I see the game panning out. But I think 2-1. I think Núñez scored. I back my guy. He scored in most big games this year. And I think for you lot, I think a Jesus brace. His record against us is ridiculous. Guardiola used to rest him and start him just for Liverpool. Yeah. And I was looking at his record the other day. I think it's at 5-7. It's crazy. So I think Núñez and a Gabriel Jesus brace.
Okay. And Romz, I did notice that thing that Arsenal do. I don't know if Aussie, if you remember, when we went 3-0 up on the weekend, I think there was a 15-minute period where we were so flat, letting them get onto us. We got the 4th goal to shut it down, but there was that period where if they'd got another goal, maybe it would have got a little bit nervy. Obviously, we dealt with it, but there is a period in the game where Liverpool will have a chance to really go at us for sure.
On to that, I said it on Monts' stream and JJ's stream yesterday. For me to feel confident that we're going to get anything, we have to go 2-0 up, and that sounds so mad. Normally, my team goes 1-0 up at Anfield. I start to get confident, but the way Arsenal are moving, I think we have to go 2-0 up for me to even start to think, we can possibly get a win or get a draw, because I just don't trust us at all.
Fair enough. Monts, are you agreeing? Can you only see Liverpool losing this game, or are you going to be a bit more optimistic?
No, I'm ready to be hurt again. Now, what is I'm ready to be hurt.
He likes the pain, okay.
He likes the punishment.
Listen, I'm ready to be hurt again, man. You know what I'm saying? Liverpool 3.
Got the black on, so.
Liverpool 3, Arsenal 1. I believe Liverpool go 1-0 up. I believe Arsenal equalise very, very quickly. Very quickly. I believe it's kind of a stalemate for most of the game. I believe we get like a janky penalty, and then Arsenal throw the kitchen sink. We catch them on the counter. We put the nail in the coffin. 3-1 Liverpool.
Boy, there you have it. Man wore black to say that, so you know there might be some funerals on Sunday.
Black Ops Monts. Like, listen, I know where my club's at. I know where my club's at, and I know that we're questionable. I know we got no midfield. We used to be breast and no back, but now we just got nothing. But now, coming into this game,
now you're just beer goggles, yeah?
It's not even that. The players have to prove. They got to prove something. The players got to prove something to themselves, man. They got to prove something to themselves. Like, I'm not hearing this foolishness about, he played a good game against Chelsea. No, you didn't play a good game against Chelsea. You just ran around like headless chickens.
Rubbish.
Chelsea should have won that game, to be fair.
Oh, big time.
Go out there and prove something. Do what you looked at United and thought we smell blood. Go do the same thing against Arsenal, man. Do what you got to do.
You know they smell blood for us now, Lord. We are the ones smelling the blood. So Monts is saying 3-1. Aussie saying 3-1 but to Arsenal. JJ saying 2-1 to Arsenal. Romz is saying 1-0 to Arsenal. So Houdini, ban that Houdini. I know Tony will be very pleased with that. Big up the Armory TV family. And
because he ain't, but Zinchenko will struggle against Salah if you don't retain the ball for 80.
No, I can see that being a problematic area, Zinchenko versus Salah, because of the difference at the Emirates. Tomiyasu locked down Salah, innit? But
do you want?
No, Tierney's still available.
I think Arteta's going to look at what City did with John Stones coming in the centre. If Zinchenko does that with our midfield, we're finished. The overload's going to be crazy.
Yeah. That's why I said if they retain the ball 80% of the time, which is mostly likely, then you won't have to worry about Salah. But then if that doesn't happen, and there are times where they start to slowly let Liverpool back into the game, I generally think Salah and even Salah and Nunes versus Holding and Zinchenko on that side of defense for me. I think Gabriel will be fine on the other side. I think Gabriel's going to be fine.
Holding's on the right. Holding's next to Ben.
Predominantly played as a left attacker.
Yeah. Sorry. So he's got Ben White to deal with.
Hey, just so you know, Holding likes man like Nunes, Don't worry about Holding on Nunes, He'll be holding him down. Big man thing, yeah?
And I think I deserve it. So, yeah, Nunes versus Holding.
All right.
I'm not even a Nunes fan. I think he's...
Hey, hold...
What do you mean, Monts? You're always singing his praises.
Hey.
What are you
Smash the likes, my people. Holding's got that. I'm going to... TJ Warren saying 2-1. Lucas saying 2-2. Jordan is saying we really do let teams back, especially if we go 2-0, 3-0 up. And it's crazy. We got lucky against Brighton, the game earlier this season. I do remember that. We definitely got lucky.
Brighton Munich, man. That's Brighton Munich. Relax yourself.
Why can't we play Tierney in the 3? Luca, this is wild. This is just wild. Dude, I know, Luke. Hey, calm yourself down. We're not playing 5 at the back, so we're not playing Tierney.
I can explain why Tierney's not playing. I can do that, but anyway.
No, that's for another stream, Aussie. Allow him.
I can do that. I can tell you guys what it's supposed to be like. Yeah.
Addy says 4-2 Arsenal, and I'm gonna come with my prediction now. I'm gonna go with this, guys. As I said, there's only a few times that you can come to this fixture with a little bit of chest, and this is the time, right here, right now. We know they carry last when it comes to this game against Liverpool. Arsenal are gonna run up in their dance. It's not gonna be a comfortable game. It's gonna be a tricky game, back and forth like a boxing match. But I do reckon one thing that you can guarantee from this fixture is goals. I think it's the highest scoring Premier League game in history. So I'm going to go with another 3-2 victory for Arsenal. And people that are debating who should start, Jesus or Trossard, for me, I'd start Jesus personally. And the reason why is because he's a confidence player. His confidence is sky high right now. I can see him going on a little purple patch of scoring in the next 3 games as well. And off the bench, if I had to pick a better option, it'd be Trossard coming off the bench looks better than Jesus off the bench. So if we do need him, we know certain men already get hat tricks at that stadium this season. You get me? So if he needs to come on, he'll come on. But guys, big up the panel today. Thank you everyone for joining us. Smash the like button, share, comment, subscribe, whether you're watching now or later. I'm still chasing 1,000 subscribers on One Touch TV. Things are going a little bit better at Tunnel TV, I can't lie, but show the love to the nucleus of my football experience, which is One Touch TV, guys.
What did Canis predict?
Wait, did he?
Canis is like Joe Biden,
he got a Desmond. He snuck in with a little Desmond, mate. I'm not going to lie. Oh, okay. But I don't know if you guys have got anything planned between now and the fixture on Sunday. Aussie, any shows, previews, you featuring on any channels or anything?
Going to preview this game on my channel. I'm going to have Kyle Walsh Gunner. I'm going to have Fran on there. I'm going to have Carl from the Armory jump in. We're going to preview this game. It's going to be a full Arsenal affair. Midday UK tomorrow.
Okay, fantastic. If you've not checked it out already, go and check it out now. Great match preview on Big Sixpence yesterday with some heavy hitters. Troops was there. Babs was there. I won't lie. I wish I was available to even be in the comments because I'm looking for Callum. I'm looking for you, my guy.
I can't.
If you get me on the,
he come humble though. He predicted to us.
But this is the thing. He's not allowed to be humble now, bro. Callum is not allowed to be humble now. He must feel it. He must
get out jail free card. Is it?
What has Callum done? He's the humble one.
No. So on Saints channel, Callum was going. He was violating last season, innit? He was violating last season.
Lucky I don't have that. You still going on about that? That was
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that one. But look, Arsenal fans, we don't forget, bro. we don't forget. If you get at us when you're on top, we'll remember.
So
Romz never got on me. JJ never got on me. So I'm not looking for them, man, after this result.
Is it because I got onto Arsenal fans and not you so much directly?
Yeah, basically. Okay. So, any shows tonight or the rest of the weekend, Monts?
Yeah, we got the Prem preview calling today around, I believe, 6 till 7. We say that, but timing.
Just check out your notifications.
And we got on Saturday morning, myself and Matisse will be going live covering football. So yeah, me and Matisse will be live Saturday morning. Obviously, the roundup on Sunday after the game. So
big up. And Aussie and Big Sixpence, all their socials are in the description of this video, so check them out there. Romz, anything planned for the rest of the weekend in terms of shows? Where can we find you?
Just that's my Twitter and Insta handle, but this week I'm just having a break. I'm not looking forward to Sunday, but I've not got nothing going on.
I can see, bro. I can feel the energy, bro.
You know what it is? When you're a diehard football fan, bro, your mood is dependent on your team. So more time outside of Liverpool, I'm fine, but just thinking of that game. But no, I'm not doing nothing this weekend.
Brother, I won't lie. When I used, like, Arsenal used to mess me up, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but exactly. I learned to have an unfuckwithable attitude. That's what it is. So after, I'm in it for the 10 minutes after the whistle. After that, I can reset whatever I'm doing. But if we win the league, anyway, we'll go into that after. But JJ, do you have any shows expected this weekend or anything?
Yeah, before the game on Sunday, you're gonna have a little obviously reaction to the team news, and then afterwards we'll see how bad the beating is. Might have a post-match reaction, but yeah, just stay tuned for that one.
If I'm about, I'll jump in to help the show. You know? Big up, guys! Smash the like button, share, comment, and subscribe. Obviously, the majority of this panel see Arsenal victory. Don't worry, Monts. If we do win, I will be clipping you up because we like to do that thing on the YouTube thing. Smash the like button, people. Go and follow all the socials of my illustrious panel. Have a great weekend and enjoy your Easter, guys. Have a great day.
Guru, guys.